You are listening to the Hello Sport Podcast. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Hello Sport Podcast, home of unqualified opinion and unwavering bias. Quickly, have you got chapped lips?
Yep.
So do I.
Bro,
So does Felix.
last week nearly killed me. I made a decision yesterday when I was at Bondi Junction. I was going to get chapstick. I forgot. So when I got home, I've just been dealing with my lips. Mate, at the footy on the weekend, I had to fucking cover them up the whole
Dude,
time.
I was trying to get us to peel off to go somewhere to get some. I was like, this is not going to be good.
Look how red my lips are, bro.
That's why
the reddest lips ever.
Part of the sarcastic thing was that I was smiling and my lips were ripping apart as I was smiling. I was trying not to do it.
I got little L's last night, and it was the worst experience of my life trying to eat this burger, because burgers you got to go, you got to open up for, you know what I'm saying?
No.
Not just burgers you got to open up for.
No, there's plenty of things, but that's one of them.
Yeah.
I woke up and yesterday morning and Steph was like, you look like you're wearing lipstick. Your lips are so pink.
Dude, mine were red yesterday. I looked and then my lips got really small, so little red lips.
Yeah. It's fucked. And there's nothing, and I've got chapstick because I'm fucking prepared. There's nothing worse than really shiny men's lips. I find it like a disgusting thing to look at.
Disgusting.
Kind of, yeah. I noticed yours now. I'm putting some chapstick back on. This is lip balm coffee flavour. We got a blowfly in the studio, punters and dribblers. Eddie currently holding the gun. There's a bounty on the head of this fucking blowfly.
It's a big loud bastard, so we're looking. We're waiting.
I don't know, because I shaved. My beard was getting out of control, and
did you do that yourself?
I did do it myself.
Did you?
Yep.
Oh, because you went and got a wall.
I went and got a beard trim.
Wow, or whatever.
Yeah. I've had just random beard trims that I've just either lost a charge or two over the years, or Manscaped used to give them to us for free.
Yeah. Good luck.
But I was like, I need a good one. I have a beard, and I'm now paying. When I get a haircut, I'll get my beard trimmed, and that's the only time I'll trim my fucking beard. But hair was over my lip.
I thought you'd go in for a beard trim. No?
Yeah, but I wouldn't just go in just for one.
Oh, you wouldn't? I thought you would.
Think so. Oh, maybe. It's a bit.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, there's nothing wrong with it. I like getting someone who knows what they're doing.
Yep.
But it was more.
Are you happy with your handiwork? Because you've obviously gone shorter and then gone longer. So you've tried to go the barber cut.
They've gone shorter and longer. What do you mean?
You've gone shorter on the sides and then you've left. No,
this is just naturally thicker. It always just looks longer.
It's not longer.
No.
It's just thicker.
It's just thicker, way thicker.
Oh, right.
That's why the problem with going short is it looks like I'm trying to present goatee.
It does look like you're trying to present. It looks like you've manufactured that.
Exactly. But
You've manscaped it.
Yeah. Well, let's not give out any more free plugs, Edward.
No. I don't use a Manscaped, by the way, so there's an anti-plug.
Well, I'm not. Listen, I use a wall now.
I'm a Phillips guy. A phenomenal cutter. A phenomenal cutter. Stays sharp forever.
That's all. I went into Harvey Norman to get a beard trimmer, and it was I was almost self-conscious because I needed to trim my beard so badly, and I'm standing in the beard trimmer aisle. It just looks ridiculous. Do you know what I mean? It's this guy's in desperate trouble for a beard trimmer. Look at his facial hair.
I think you're probably going a little bit internal there. I think someone just sees a man with a beard that obviously needs a beard trimmer, because people with beards have beard trimmers.
Well, no, of course.
And obviously this guy's is broken, he's lost a bit, or he's lost a charger.
But it looks like a man, but that's what I mean. It looks like a man who something's gone wrong in his beard trimming life, because now it's out of control and he's push has come to shove. Yep. He didn't wait. He didn't go get a new beard trimmer the second his beard trimmer stopped working.
No,
he's waited.
Well, that's sheer madness.
He's waited, and now he's in there. And you can't see his lips.
Well, because he felt because he knew he had time. Edie must have been a bastard.
Look, it's easier now, but it's also not, because my lips are so fucked that I can't, So it's really, I don't know. But I thought it was just taking the hair, removing the hair from the top lip that's exposed a bit more lip. That's why it got chapped.
No.
Probably just the wind.
No, it was hot, dry September wind last week, and it's just taken a part of my soul. Or my lips.
Your lips, yeah.
Your lips.
Yep.
My soul's fine.
Did you get any chapstick, or are you just licking those bastards?
I'm just licking them.
Fuck, that's not good.
I told you.
That's not good, dude.
And then once, because yesterday, punters and dribblers.
They look like they're bleeding around the edges.
Oh, they are. They're fucked. I did have some Blistex in the car. It's gone walkabout. I don't know where it's gone. It probably felt the wind rattling the car the other day and head for the hills.
I thought that's when Blistex goes, like a fireman when a fire is going. It's like, this is my time.
The blistex I had must have been a coward.
A coward, yeah.
And it looked for a coward's way out, which was to head to the hills.
Hopped out the window.
On a windy September day, it jumped out the window and fucked off.
Yeah.
We had a couple on Saturday night.
I had heaps.
Yep. And then yesterday, pregnant wife. I wasn't in the doghouse, but I certainly wasn't in a comfy bed either. You know what I mean?
Right.
So there was, I had to make a couple of amends.
Okay. What was that? What was
well, probably knocking on the door at like 2:00. Let me in.
Oh, did you knock on the door? Oh, see, when I left you.
So then she wakes up. What time was that?
That was around like 1:32.
Yeah, okay. So then she's up, couldn't get back to sleep. So then she's like hasn't slept enough in the morning. And so then she's a little bit angry.
Yeah.
Not heaps angry. Breakfast, but then I had to put some Bondi Junction work in. You know what that means?
Yeah.
Bondi Junction work, mate.
Yeah.
Means, new bras, pregnancy shit, new clothes, you know what I mean?
Let's go into this place.
We had to go to Kmart. Yeah. We had to fucking dick about. I was running on fumes, bro. Fumes.
What time did you have to get up?
Ran into Connor Watson in Mecca. He's like, dude, I've been watching you. I've been play camming you. Just fucking meander around here. I'm like, I am not here, brother. I'm not here at all. I'm head down, bum up. I'm working overtime. Point is, when I get home after that sort of shift and I've forgotten the blistex, I'm not even going down the road.
No.
At that point. You know what I mean? I'm not going the 150
Doesn't
minutes.
Doesn't she have any?
She's got paw. It's not, and I need the medicinal shit.
Dude, paw will do a rugby league job.
No, not paw. Lip balm.
That's the same shit, dude.
I need the medicinal shit.
It's better than literally allowing your lips to
I was putting it on. I was putting it
bleed.
on yesterday, but I can't take it with me. I need that blistex.
No, I'm just saying.
I need healing qualities.
You didn't just fucking
You put blistex on for one day. It's all over.
Look, it depends. It
I
depends.
swear to God, dude, I got that shit when we were in Vegas. Bang, fixed.
Either way, it's a disgusting experience to have.
I'm hating it. I'm fucking hating it.
It looks that way.
Anyway, so that was my Sunday. But then I got home, little L's. That was a tough experience. But then I was couch.
Listen, I went back to the Nelson after I left you.
Did you? Was it still open?
They were all still there.
He'd left.
No, Willie, Jarch, Pat.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It was. Listen, I wasn't there for long. Will was like, "You have my vape," and I was like, "Well, Eddie had your vape, and now I've got your vape." And he's like, "Bring my vape back." So I was like, "All right, I'm going to do the right thing here, and I'm going to go back, and drop off a vape to a mate and a brother."
And do you have another beer?
I can't remember.
Maybe.
But I slept in the girls' bed. They were all in Steph's bed. I sleep in the bunk bed down the bottom, open up the window to try and not have the girls come into the room and be like, "Daddy, what's this smell? What's this fucking rotten fruit smell that's going on in here?"
Did you have a shower?
When I got home, I brushed my teeth like 6 times.
Why?
Because I kept waking up to go take a piss or for water. Like I did not sleep well. Kept waking up, my mouth felt fucked again. I was like, let's just give him another brush. Just see how we go.
So you just brushed the fuck out of him.
Yeah.
I got with bleeding gums.
Yeah, old bleeding gums Burma. And then
dude, bleeding gums. He was
bleeding gums Murphy. He's the sax.
Sax, that's right.
Dude, we went to the beach. I actually had a great day. We just sat on the beach, Street and Coo, and the kids, and they just ran around. And I just lay there like a big fucking beach whale, just cooking in the sun.
Do you have an umbrella?
We had the cool cabanas, dog.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Which you'll regret not taking once you have a child. I've
already got one.
Oh, you got one now?
No, I didn't get a cool cabana. I got something similar for Christmas. It's in the back of the ute.
Oh, okay, good. If it's
actually, no, it's not. It's hanging my...
whatever. If it's a cabana, sweet. Yeah. But I find that if you opt for like the cool, trendy umbrella when you have children, you're like, this thing's just going to blow away. It's going to be a fucking nightmare. Cool cabanas, fuck the house down.
It's very simple. Very, very simple. When it comes to umbrellas, if you don't have a screw at the bottom, don't sell it. Don't sell it. It's madness. screw tops. You can screw it into the sand, stay in there all day. Those ones that just slip out.
No.
These should be illegal to sell.
I still think that there's a gust that pulls a screwy out of the sand.
No, not if you. No. But you don't. You be lazy with the screw.
No,
you got to do a man's job.
No. See, I'm not lazy with the screwy because I'm at the beach and I've got children to look after, and that's why I graduated to the cool cabana, and I am. Every time I put that thing up or down, I'm like, whoever invented this fucking thing, I hope they are rich, rich people. It is the ease at which this thing goes up and down is just, it's just fantastic. And the way you pack it up, like you can have chaos around you, which you do when you have children constantly. And this fucking thing just sheathes itself. I chuckle to myself every time.
How do you find the coverage?
Fucking immaculate, Edward.
Because it looks, and this is just an observation, it looks overrated unless it's high noon.
No, because what you have is, obviously you can't be like sidled up right next to another because it would, just depending on where the sun is, the shade then dances, just like shade does. So sometimes you can move. What's good is, we can all be under the cool cabana and I can still be getting me sun if I want to, and you can be in the shade, or your wife can be in the shade, or your children, because you don't want them to be there. Fucking, they've spent enough time in the sun, their sweet little skin.
Sweet.
So, mate, I couldn't suck off something more. Shocking. But listen, why was I so hungover on Sunday? Like, why was it that I was laying there like a beach whale reading the newspapers with tears in my eyes? It was because we went out to the Manly game. We watched Manly play the Roosters in a semi-final knockout, in case you don't understand how finals work.
Technically, I believe the round technically called the semi-finals.
Even though...
Work that out. Whereas when I was reared, when I was a boy, when I was a pup coming up through the grades, okay, a semi-final was the grand final qualifier.
Thank you, Ed.
I don't know where prelim came from. I don't know where prelim slipped its little ass in, okay? I was reared on a healthy diet of semi-final football being the last four teams, winners make the final. That's how I like to remember.
Well, that's how we did it in the barrel
final system in Dubbo. Under 10s, 11s, 12s, 13s, and then I maybe stopped. But I won 10s and 12s, so get over it.
Get over it. I don't know, dude. I don't know who changed that. Can we just get, and this is going to sound dumb, can we just get a dictionary definition of preliminary? And I just want to, I'm assuming that it means thing before the thing, right?
Proceeding or done in preparation for something fuller or more important.
Say it again?
So it's proceeding or done in preparation for something fuller or more important.
Right. So obviously it makes sense, but what's the point of, like, is it just because they had too many games? We have too many finals. So, like, you can't call every one of them semi.
Right. And so the semi, there is technically 4 teams left. But you can't have a semi into a semi.
No.
See, where I liked and enjoyed quarters, semis, finals.
Way easier.
Quarters, semis, finals. That was easier. Now we've got to reward top 4 and all that shit. I sort of get it.
Well, so do I.
The definition for semi-final is pretty much the exact same. A match or round of a competition immediately preceding the final.
See, that actually is more correct to me.
I reckon you go like this. You go round 1 or finals week 1, then prelim, semi-final.
Because the prelim...
Quarters.
But the prelim, the way he just described it...
Bang. Quarters, prelims, semis, finals.
Because the way the prelims described is very vague and like, oh, it's before something bigger. So that could really be before a semi. Because a semi is literally telling you what it is. Finals up next, brah.
Well, because what's after a semi?
The final.
You know what I mean? If you've got a semi, what comes after that?
Yeah, well, it's a full-blown final. Punters and dribblers, before we get underway today, important to acknowledge our dear friends at Four Pines. Japanese lager specific, but you know what I'm saying. Now, what are you doing grand final day? I'll tell you. You're coming to Truck Bar in Brookvale and ripping and tearing with your old mates, Tom and Eddie.
Of course you are. Why wouldn't you do that on grand final day? We're talking about the day of days.
That's right.
And we're giving you the way of ways to start it off on the front foot.
That's right,
Unlimited food and drink from 12 till 3, including the ticket price found at hellosport.shop. there's rumours out there that your old mates Tom and Eddie might be throwing something behind the bar for the extra hour, for a fourth hour, for an hour of power.
An hour of power.
Just hearing rumours on the win.
That's right. Raffles, prizes, things to be won, but ultimately good times to be had. Now, get onto hellosport.shop, get your tickets, and come and rip with your old pals. We'll see you there. I had bad feelings about this game after the first 30 seconds. I had bad feelings. You could argue after the first 15 seconds.
Well, back-to-back HIAs, you know.
Cooler gets knocked.
That was never a great start.
That wasn't a good start. Jake, which I think I remember saying this at the time, I have never seen that man even slightly wobbled in his entire fucking career.
Never.
And then now, in the most important game of all time, he gets fucking proper rocked, gets his shit rocked.
I was actually surprised he came back on.
I did not think for a second that either of them would come back on. Cooler definitely, then Jake, I was like, he was stumbling.
He was stumbling all over.
They were all
the joint.
stumbling. It was Stumble City. I don't know how the fuck he came back on. I'm glad he did. It didn't change much, and that's with respect to him. Also, Jared Warrior-Hargraves didn't lift his elbow into Cooler. I felt that in the moment. I was passionate about it, but then I went and watched the replay, and he just did not do that.
No. That was a bad start. That was a really, 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 really bad start.
Really bad start.
Obviously, then, you know, there was...
Well, there was that Victor Radley try not long after that, which was not a great follow-up.
When is that? 11th minute. Yes. That wasn't great.
That wasn't great.
Slips. Sandon Smith. Not a great first half. 20-4. Not what we needed.
No.
Not what the doctor ordered. It just, at no point, outside of arriving at the ground, outside of... Thank you to Will and Tobler for lining up and going the big lift.
Yes.
Shout out to Tim Dumbrell for coming downstairs and helping with those tickets. I don't know what the fuck was going on there. Shout out to us.
Yes, for going. Shout out to the Nelson for having us before and after.
That's right. And then, you know, it's such a great stadium. It was absolutely heaving.
Dude, it was. Listen, rugby league are alive and well, unless obviously you're a Cronulla Sharks fan and you don't support your team and you let everyone down.
Yeah.
We'll get to that. But
we'll get to that. But
sold out.
But I'm excited the whole time. I'm frothing.
How big was the line when we got there?
Mate.
Obviously, we are talking about line stuff now because the game was very saddening for us.
No, but I know we're building up to the game. That's what we're doing.
We sort of started the game. But now we're going to go back and build up as well because there's not a lot to talk about when you get fucking humped.
It was. I don't know how many people were in that line? 10,000?
You thought we weren't going to be able to get in. You were like, dude, I hope this doesn't mean we can't go. I'm like, what? We've got tickets. How the fuck does that work? But the line started from the gate.
But I wasn't aware that there was a reserved line.
Yes, that line was humongous. The biggest line I've seen there.
It's the biggest line I've ever seen.
Potentially ever, you saying?
Do you reckon you've seen a bigger line than that?
Listen, I'd have to really go and fucking dig through the recesses of
my
mind.
I just
try and find a line that bests that.
It took my breath away.
Yeah.
That line.
We kept walking. We were walking down it. We're like, this thing's never going to end. And you go, oh, well, it must just end around this corner. Then you get around the corner and you see it shoot off fucking another 3Ks.
Into the park, around the fucking pond.
Yeah.
Mate, it was basically up to like South Dowling.
Yeah, essentially. And
there's a little bit of exaggeration there, but not really.
Only a little bit.
Only a little bit.
The amount you're exaggerating is smaller than the size of the line.
That's right. Then, fortuitously, Tim Dumbrell calls me, and I'm like, dude, this line is fucking no joke. Because he calls me frothing, foaming at the mouth. Because he was like, I'm going to reserve tickets. Got him on halfway. Man's happy as Larry, right? You remember Larry? He was happy. And I go, mate, what about this line? He goes, no, there's a reserve line. I'm like, mad. So we go up to the reserve line. Piece appears. Literally.
Oh, no, it was straight in.
And then the cars didn't work, but he comes in, he helps out. Anyway, we go upstairs. You've got seats. There's no line at the bar on the side there, which people just seem to forget about. Jokes on them.
Insane.
Having a great time. It's building nicely. The stadium's packed.
The stadium's great,
Then they cut the lights.
The stadium's
There's
great,
fucking fanfare.
I think
Everyone's
we need to
phoning
suck the stadium off a little bit.
Okay.
Don't you reckon? Like, just Like, what a
those seats.
Those seats are fucking amazing.
Yeah.
So good.
Like,
that
that's
was
the
the
best
first time I've
place
ever
to watch
been to
rugby
that
league.
stadium, and it was insane. It feels like you're a proper VIP just sitting at that bar.
You're sitting outside
At a bar.
undercover, looking at this beautiful ground. There, as you said, there is a bar behind you, and all the dumbasses inside, and I mean that respectfully, have no idea that let's line up in there for 45 minutes, or I can just come outside and whenever I want. Bathroom right next to you.
Right there. Bar.
Right there.
Perched up with your beer on a bar table looking at the game. It is sensational.
Yeah.
You're close to the action.
Yeah.
I've said it. I said it on the weekend. I'll say it again. They need to have an origin there. I know it's not. I know it's probably not quote unquote big enough. But if we're under the pump as a state and we need a win, we'll get one there.
I wonder whether
we'll get one there.
But it's about money, right? Because you want to have more people. What if they just
charge double?
Yeah, for one game we're going to charge twice as much.
And again, it's when the state needs a win because you would win there.
It'd be so.
There's no way you'd lose there.
It'd heave.
It would fucking heave, bro. It's special stuff. Yeah. It is special stuff. So again, I'm pumped up.
Yeah, we're all very excited.
The beers are flowing. Everyone's having a great time. Bets are on, Tom.
Bets are on.
Lehigh gets a spanking.
Lehigh got.
Lehigh
I bet
got
Lehigh over me knee, and I fuck yeah.
You're a naughty little boy.
You're gonna score today. You didn't, and that's not on you.
No, I don't, mate. We're not those.
We're not
guys.
those sorts of guys. We're not going to DM you and fucking abuse you. We're just painting a picture.
Because we looked at Tommy Talau.
We looked at Tommy Talau. We did.
We looked at Tommy Talau. So
him.
You got to put your hand up.
Yeah, shame on me.
Sometimes you got to put your hand up.
Yeah.
But
he was getting spanked. He had a rosy bum.
He got spanked senseless by your heroes, and then the boys run out. We're yipping, we're yahooing. There's booze ringing out for the Roosters. That's from us.
There was a good Manly contingent there. Oh, Manly don't travel. No. Put that to bed now.
But mate, before when we were walking in, was like there's Manly fans everywhere.
Yeah, no, we put that to bed. Manly travel. Sharks don't travel. We'll get to that, but I'm just saying that's the difference.
Well, what's the attendance there? What's that say?
40,818. She a sellout.
Sellout.
Full sellout.
40,818 is a crowd of substance.
Yeah, it is.
What are you smirking about, Tobler?
The Sharks one wasn't even half of that.
No. Well, yeah, we'll get to that. Disgraceful. We'll get to it, but they're disgraceful. Not even half. Disgraceful.
So they run out. We're yipping and yahooing. We're booing. We're cheering. We're jeering. Then the game starts.
And then it's sadness, basically.
Cooler HIA into
Jake
Gerbo in HIA into try.
And then a Homole, but you're like, I can't enjoy a Homole when Sandon Smith just scored to make it. Like I can't enjoy it. I'm glad it's better than nothing, but I can't properly enjoy it. They came back out, they score a minute into the second half. Like, you just felt pretty fucked at that point.
Well, Sanders scores 135th, Tupou 41st. And at that point, you start, and I'm being genuine here, you start going, where's Lehigh at?
Yeah. It's all about Lehigh.
It's sort of, it does shift to that a little bit.
Well, it became Operation Give Lehigh the ball.
And then that became frustrating.
Well, because it didn't happen. It didn't
but then when we had opportunities to score tries late in the game.
Hello, buddy. We got a new doggy in the studio. Wirrama's.
All we saw were, fuck-ups and knock-ons.
We didn't. Can we go to some stats?
We must have missed, I think we're talking about in the green room. How many missed tackles were there, Will?
29 in the first half.
Yeah, okay, great.
Right. Even with it's not like we played with a man down, right? We did in the interchangeable sense, but you can't be missing that many tackles.
We didn't. There was no red cards or yellow cards. It was just
That's what I mean. We were never a man down on the field. 32 missed tackles is not good. Ineffective 23, right? Yeah.
14 errors compared to their 6.
Yeah. You could argue we beat ourselves, and the Roosters did not, in fact, beat us. Did you speak to Connor about that when you bumped into him? You're like, hey, you fucked us up last night, cunt.
Yeah. I said, you had a fucking great game, which he did. Well, that was my memory. He said he was sore as fuck. He said Hamali was out there snapping people in half. Good. He said he was surprised Jake came back on.
Same.
He said...
Did he say that he pushed Jake when he was KO'd and he felt bad about it?
He said that the atmosphere was fucking mad.
Yep.
He said it was great to see the Roosters fans turn up this year.
Well...
Which they have.
Yep.
And he said that he's frothing to go down to Melbourne next week. They're going down on Thursday. I said, great. I wish you all the best. He asked how I was. I told him that I said I'm sore too.
Yeah.
So told him the lay of the land, which he'd picked up on visually through visual cues.
Yep.
As I literally
shuffled
around Mecca looking for somewhere to just put my arm up because there's no boyfriend seats in Mecca.
Which is bullshit.
There's makeup stands. I don't know if I'm going to sit in one of them. I'll have someone come over and
touch you up.
Touch me. But no, he seemed pleased with himself.
Yep.
But not in an arrogant
He's not an arrogant guy.
He's not. He was drinking water. He was staying really hydrated.
So he should.
He should. Yep. And then it made me thirsty looking at him with a huge big.
And was he in Mecca by himself, or was he there with a lady?
He was with his partner.
Okay, I was gonna say. I mean, he's handsome and shit, but I just would be shocked if he's in there.
No, he looked he was as lost as I was.
Yeah, right. As lost as we are now. The season's over, buddy.
I know. Isn't that crazy?
The season's over.
No more rugby league.
No more
for us.
Well, for us.
I mean, there is.
There's only 3 games of rugby league left. There's only 3 games of rugby league left.
It comes around quick. This year is just motorboating along.
Yeah, I know, dude.
You motorboating son of a bitch. That's this year.
Yeah. And it always is.
Out of control. The year's over. You know that. The year's done.
No, it's done, dude. Dude, we're already. You're a parent already. You've already got your kid. That's it.
It's slipping. We're already in sleeping season.
Yeah.
October long weekend is there. That's daylight savings.
Tell you where we're at.
Which pretty much means Melbourne Cup's here, which means it's silly season, which means it's December, which means the year's done. That's what it means.
That's what it means.
The year's done. Put a fork in the year. Hello. Hello. Oh, kisses. Hello, darling.
Yeah, like chili.
We love kisses, too.
Very sweet chili.
We love kisses.
Chili brings a nice calming vibe.
Kisses are important.
Chili's almost probably like an emotional support dog and senses that you're wigging out about the year ending so quickly that it's coming to he's having a meltdown. I've got to come and just calm him down.
But see, Chili, the thing is, I love the end of the year because it means I can have some time off.
And some tequila.
And I get to do fuck all for a little while. Except get fucked up. Because guess what, Chili? It's last hurrah season for me.
Yeah,
okay.
It is.
I've already booked them in. Ella said, how many last hurrahs you have? And I said, fucking heaps. Okay.
Yeah.
Last hurrah time for me.
Last hurrah season for Eddie.
And guess who else we've got this summer, Chili? India. That's amazing, isn't it? How good's that? We're gonna get so fucked up. Not in the cricket. You know what I mean, Chili. All right. Okay.
Actually, it's probably not a bad time to mention, Edward, just a reminder, now that Manly officially out of the reckoning, grand final warm-up, grand final day, truck bar, Brookvale Oval, not Brookvale Oval, in Brookvale, truck bar. We got our grand final fucking piss up.
Can I wig you out?
Yep.
Not this Sunday, next Sunday.
That's when it is.
Next Sunday.
Tickets
not
now
this Sunday,
available.
next Sunday.
Hellosport.shop. Come and rip with myself and Edward and friends as we gear up for the grand final. Tickets include food and booze, 4 hours. Really good, honest time. And then we all charge on into the evening together as one, or you peel off and do whatever the fuck you want.
Or together
we'll be there.
Or you peel.
You peel or you don't, but we'll be there. So yes, let's do that. Now that now that I know I won't be at the game watching Manly win the premiership, you know, it's a lot easier for me to go, well, I'm fucking.
It's a lot more. It's just on a certain level. Obviously, I would have loved to have been there, but it's going to be more relaxed.
It's going to be a way more relaxed.
I would have been fucking nervous as shit.
I would
have
been a wreck.
I would have been I would have been an emotional wreck.
Yeah.
It would have been not agitated, but just like on edge.
Sort of agitated.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway, I get you.
Can I ask you something?
Hellosport.shop for those tickets. Get them now. Come rip.
Did you read Blocker Roach's comments?
About?
Thomas Turbo thinks he's a bad leader. Can you get them up? For going out there, playing hurt.
He thinks that Tommy Turbo...
Can you get the quote up exactly?
He thinks that Tommy Turbo is a bad...
What sort of leader is he said. What sort of leader does that?
Goes out and plays.
Injured.
Geez, you got some shiny lips on you right now.
It is. It's all consuming.
See, is that putting you off?
Well, I just look at him. It's obviously it's a me problem, right? Because you've got sore lips. So it's not my problem. But it is my problem, if that makes sense. But yeah, I'm looking at him. They're reflective. But am I like that?
A little bit. Not heaps.
Have you got the comment said, Tobler? I'll say this without knowing
Triple M.
What he said. That guy, Blocker Roach, would say something like that and then in the same breath be like, you just got to play hurt. That's how we would have fucking done it back in my day.
What sort of leader is he? To go out there when he's got a shoulder and knee problems. The telling tale for me last night, for poor old Tommy, he scooped up a loose ball. He got run down pretty quickly. As soon as I seen that, I thought, this bloke ain't right.
Well, it's hard because that, to me... Someone in the comments, it was not Tom, it was Croker. He even got corrected and kept calling him Tom. Now to say it was Tom again in an interview is insane. Yeah, right. Right. It was Croker, every comment. You've doubled down it right. So listen, Blocker, we've run into Blocker before. Nice guy.
He's grumpy though, isn't he?
Well, this just isn't sharp tool territory. You know what I mean? And that's not what I'm just saying this is not a sharp tool comment.
Yeah. Sharp as a marble sort of stuff.
That's sort of, to double down after, like, to not know what the fuck he's actually, you know what I mean? Like, when you actually can say to someone, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. In this instance, he doesn't. Because it's like, you don't even know which player you're referring to here.
It's like old people, right? Where you just, they'll just talk at you. Right, and then you might say something. They don't listen. They're just like, I'm speaking.
Yes.
And I need to tell you about what I did 50 years ago.
I'm just
when
waiting
I
for my
visited
opportunity.
Mudgee, you know what I mean? And you can come in and be like, oh, I'm doing this at work. Doesn't matter. I'm speaking. Because he's been corrected on several occasions and it's not got through to him.
What would be the net loss in leadership quality from play? Like, I don't understand how he's sort of implying that leadership now not a good thing when the guy is in so much pain he's still playing because the only way they win is with him on the field. Like,
well, I think what he's saying is
he should just not play.
As a leader, he should put the team first, and he's implying that we are way worse with him on the field.
And I think
that's what he's implying.
Right. I mean, putting the team first, I would imagine, would be, despite the fact that your shoulder's so fucked you can barely put on your seatbelt, you realise that the team is fucked without you, so you come out and play. And that's with one shoulder completely fucked, another shoulder slightly less fucked, but still fucked, and a knee that's fucked. I think the knee was the thing that fucked him the most. And we didn't even talk about the knee.
100% it would have. 100% it was. Does he go into surgery today?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Like, surely...
Well, you probably wouldn't have it lined up for Monday because you'd be hoping to win.
Well, how quickly can you book them in?
Listen, I'm sure they're on a fucking pretty quick turnaround.
He'd have to be getting surgery this week, you'd think. I was under the impression they wanted to clear these things out, unless the recovery is quite quick.
I think you would probably get surgery pretty quickly, wouldn't you? That's insane, though. That, like, it wasn't even the right player. And he got called out in the fucking... Listen.
Yeah, he said he's unlikely to feature at the end of season Pacific Championships because he'll get his surgery soon.
There's no way, cunt.
Yeah, he'll get it
Mate, if I'm Manly
Pacific
and he
Championships.
goes, oh, can I play in the Pacific Championships? The answer is an emphatic no.
Absolutely not. He wouldn't.
No, you can't.
But he wouldn't. He wouldn't even be asked.
No.
He wouldn't even be
Because
asked.
he's a leader and he puts the team first.
He puts the team first, exactly.
Yeah, he literally does.
Yeah. I mean, I will say this, and Tommy, a dear friend, who
Didn't
we
know
love,
Turbo wore number 9, another pearl from Blocker, and brilliant fact-checking from Triple M.
Listen, I don't know if Triple M should be going, hey, let me go and fact-check the comment from Blocker Roach about a random play in a game, in fairness to Triple M. I think that the rugby league expert making comment should potentially know what the fuck they're talking about. But to question the leadership feels just a little misguided. You could be like, fuck, there were no chances. Like, that, he was definitely not where he would be were he not injured. But you're like, we would have been fucked probably without him there. I don't think that was the reason we lost.
No.
Geez, he gets injured though, doesn't he? I wonder whether you could argue, right, like in terms of the
You know how we try to take massive unders?
Why couldn't we start to pay him less? The
league goes, well, he's worth more than that. I'm like, is he though? Because he doesn't. You get like 11 games a year out of him.
That's the thing.
So,
like, listen,
so you tell me how much he's worth, and this I'm just trying to be straight up and down here.
We're talking about him like he's an asset,
like a stock. And if he plays 30% of the time, shouldn't he be? You could argue.
You wouldn't say that you're going to pay him 30% of what he's currently on.
No, but I'm saying if you look at it from, and this is how the NRL is looking at it, they're like, his market value is X. I'm like, yeah, but if you actually looked at it,
if you could also say his market value was X, but now given the history of injuries, that it's almost unreasonable to pay him X when you're only getting when you're getting what you're getting from him. It is reasonable to pay him Y, which is less than X.
Yes, I think so. And yet the NRL knocked it on the head.
I think it was more because he was like, it might have been a little bit too punchy what he was trying to give back, $700,000.
I think it also they were worried it would set a dangerous precedent that if you have these superstars on big money and they do get injured, the clubs could almost pressure them to give back some of their contracted money. And so I think that's why they also didn't want to do it.
Which I can understand.
But also the player can just go, no.
Yeah, but there's still pressure. You can still apply that pressure, which is fucked up. You almost don't want...
because Tommy did it.
Well, you just don't want to...
Is that what you're saying?
You just don't ever want to have a club be able to put that sort of pressure on a player. Because ultimately... Mate, like with Nico now, I heard on Triple M what someone was like, mate, that might have been Dobbo, but we got to look at that. You got to look at that deal that Cronulla's given him, like $1 million a season for 7 years or something like that. And then James Graham made the point. He's like, there's nothing wrong with the deal. The deal was the deal. When they signed him on $1 million a year, the cunt just won the Dally M and they just made the final. Like, that was a good deal. He just needs to play better. But the deal's not the problem. You wouldn't want Cronulla to start being like, hey, Nico, you're not playing like you were when we signed you. Fucking give us some money back.
True. Okay, I understand that. But this is Tommy wanting to do it.
Well, and Tommy, I know, he's a pure of heart.
Because you've also got to play the man and play the context. Because context matters.
The other one...
the context here is that Tommy Turbo loves the club more than anything. And everyone knows that.
Also, again, what sort of leader is he, Blocker? He was going to give fucking 700 G's back because he felt bad. Like, what sort of leader? What the fuck are you talking about?
But, listen, you never know, though, Tom. And what I'd like to hold on to is a little thing called hope.
Yep.
And my hope is that Tommy Turbo comes back after these surgeries and plays the next 5-6 years injury-free.
Absolutely. And
that's my hope for Tom.
That's my hope, too. And that was my hope last year.
And the year before.
Correct.
And the year before that.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe the year before that.
Well, maybe the year before that. Even when he won the Dally M. Well, that may have been anyway, that is our hope. But that was not a helpful comment there from Stephen.
No.
That wasn't helpful. And I didn't like it.
No,
I'm not anti-Steve. not anti-blocker.
No. He's part of the fabric, the rich fabric of the game.
Correct.
One of the great characters of the game.
Correct.
But I'm also not happy with the comment.
I'm not happy with the comment. The other one that they were talking about pressuring, this is just to go onto a still rugby league, Edward, but Gutho. The yarn is that the Parramatta is trying to squeeze Gutho out by going, oh yeah, we're gonna play at fucking hooker and 13 and the bench. And he's like, I've been playing fullback for my club for like the last fucking however many years, and you want me to play hooker? Like, what? They're like, yeah, we still really want you at hooker.
At hooker.
And I think Scoops Hoops was like,
and is he what?
That's a club trying to move someone on.
Yeah, right. What if he turn around and goes, fucking oath, I'd love to.
Well, then you're in a bit of fucking hot curry. Or you just don't play him.
It sounds like he's probably getting moved to more of a 14 role.
Yeah, or like a Dragons role.
Or a not in the side role.
Yeah. Yeah.
How old is he now, Gutho?
He wouldn't. Not that old. But he's banged up.
He's old, though. You can't let...
30's not old.
But you can't let these players that play till 36, not that many of them, swing the whole thing.
No, of course not. But 30's not...
The average retirement age would be around 30, I reckon.
33, I would say.
Average retirement age.
It also may be skewed heavily. Is because of retirement or just like games played at? Like, what's the...
As in, when you're getting dropped is the same as retirement?
Is it like when you're sort of...
Yeah. True.
Either way, 30's not old, though. Like, 30's not. If he was 29, you wouldn't say he was old. So 30's not old.
It's getting on.
Listen, you're probably approaching... You might be approaching your last contract.
It's definitely getting on. It just is.
You might be approaching your last contract, but you're not old. 35's old.
In rugby league.
And not in life.
Not in life.
No, not in life. No.
It's old in rugby league
terms. In rugby league terms, you're a granddad. Punters and dribblers, thrilled to welcome on board our good friends at Grumpy Coffee.
Oh, yeah.
Now, obviously, you may know the man behind Grumpy Coffee is the one and only Denning Kempy. And basically... to celebrate the launch of Grumpy Coffee, free shipping.
All this week, free shipping. grumpycoffee.com.au. You get your pods, you get your grind, you get your beans.
You get your beans. We've got some on the way, some pods for the studio pod machine. I'm very excited.
He dropped some beans over the other day.
He dropped some beans. Well, no, he came with them and then left with them. He was like, these are for you. And then I saw him walk out with the beans. I was like, well.
Oh, did he?
But he said they were for us, and then he walked out, and I'm like, now I'm grumpy.
He did say that, but maybe when we told him that we'd pre-ordered heaps of shit, then he
thought, well, fuck him then.
Yeah, he might have.
Well, maybe.
But we are grumpy today, punters and dribblers, with Sharks fans.
Yes.
Whose team...
Head to grumpycoffee.com.au or .com.
.au, which I think I mentioned probably 20 seconds
Did you?
Yes.
I just want to make sure. Grumpycoffee.com.au.
Yep.
Free shipping.
This week. To celebrate launch.
And also...
I believe it launches tonight, 6 p.m.
Everyone who purchases goes into the draw for them and a mate to go to the Levels Golf Day. There's a shitload of NRL players playing.
Which is next Thursday.
It's October 3rd.
Next Thursday.
Shitloads of NRL players. Myself and Edward. Sebo, if he hasn't gone down with something else. And I think Streety.
Yep.
So everyone that purchases goes in the draw to go to the Levels Golf Day. Grumpycoffee.com.au. Now, why are we grumpy, Eddie, outside of Block of Roach pissing me off?
We're grumpy with Sharks fans whose team was staring down the barrel, I believe, of 9 straight finals games. Like, they needed support then more than they've ever needed it. The SFS isn't that far from Cronulla. It's not that far.
Well, Manly got over there. What's further, Manly or Cronulla?
Crowfly stuff, Manly.
Yeah.
For sure.
For sure.
So I was shocked when I saw that they only had 18,000, and they were doing the over the top shots of the SCG, which was absolutely jammed, and then the pathetic crowd that the Sharkies fans rolled out. Cowboys, I think you can forgive Cowboys fans. Townsville's a fucking long way.
Crowflies, that's probably further than Cronulla.
Have to be.
Have to be, right?
I mean, that's just finger to the air stuff, but it'd have to be.
You'd think so. Obviously, you're not going to get shitloads of Cows fans down. And I'm even happy to say maybe it wouldn't be a sellout off the back of that. That one half of the dance card, if you will, is from interstate. But to have 18,000 max at the fucking...
For a semi?
For a semi, your team needs to win. And shout out to the Sharks players themselves for getting that win. Braden Trindle in some rugby league form. But for the Sharks fans not to even turn out for him, like, that is fucking embarrassing. And it made me grumpy, especially when Brian Taylor, BT, a former AFL player turned commentator, is in the commentary for the AFL being like, and I'm paraphrasing here, but he's like, fucking, we're in NRL Heartland, it's a sellout stadium at this game. You go look at the other one, they barely filled the place. He's like, it's a ghost town over there. And it, relatively speaking, was.
He said that on the call?
Yeah, on the call. On the call.
Oh, that's putting the boot in?
As if you wouldn't.
No, I get it. As if you wouldn't.
As if
you're
you
an
wouldn't.
AFL man.
Fucking oath, dude. We shit on them every opportunity we get, even though we have a team in the fucking grand final, by the way.
What's up, baby?
What's up? Bloods.
Bloods, red and white,
Yeah, we'll get to it. Bloods.
It was only 42% capacity.
Do you know what I mean? You didn't even half sell it out. What is going on? You didn't even half sell it out? What the fuck else did you have to do?
Was that a bit of a boycott from Sharks fans? Or fuck you for not giving it to us at Shark Park?
Bruh, you fucking...
Because that's pathetic.
But, like, it is pathetic. What's the capacity of the Sharks?
Like 8,000.
Stadium, Shark Park.
Pretty sure it's 18. I'll double check, but I thought I looked at it last week.
18?
15.
Since where? But is it actually 15 now or is it going to be 15? Because it's been fucking under construction for like... years.
Listen,
it's also a huge dump.
Reduced to 13.5 for this year, but its usual capacity is 20.
Right. Well, like, listen, if it's a boycott, shame on you because that's just pathetic. You don't boycott your own team. But no one, like, it's not up to final standard, your stadium.
No, it's not. It's not. Like, I like the ambience of grounds like that. I think they're fun, but it's a shithole. It just is.
It's also context dependent or situationally dependent. And a finals game, when you get 40,000 on a Saturday night heaving with two clubs that support their teams.
That love their teams. That support their teams.
You know what I mean? Then you go and, like, trust me, Cronulla fans, trust me. When you actually go into a football stadium that's not a complete pile of shit like yours, like when you step into Allianz, and I'm prepared to stand here, Allianz is not my home ground. You go in there and you're like, oh, this is living. This is living.
It is breathtaking.
Like, get a fucking train in if you want to.
Get the light rail.
Well, I don't know if it goes all the way to...
Well, you get the train to Central and then you get the light rail. Easy.
It's pretty
It's
easy.
Actually, I would say easy peasy.
Yeah. You can't do that to Manly, right? There's no trains over there.
That's actually a piece of piss.
Yeah, it is.
Train to Central.
Light
quick
rail.
little light rail. Just nip up. It's easy, mate.
Yeah. If you love your club, it's easy. Obviously, it's easier to just abandon your club when they need you if you're a Sharks fan. But shout out to the Sharks, Eddie, who got the job done.
You were right, though. Trindle was superb.
Trindle's so hot right now. Trindle.
So hot right now.
Joey made a comment this morning saying that he reckons Trindle's worth 900,000.
I love how they just, like, you have a big game and then just people just start talking cash.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, big game, great game.
Great game, 900 grand.
Yep, 900. Quick, give it to him. I mean, has Trindle been doing that all year?
He's been up and down, smiles and frowns. I think he also had a cocaine ban at some point during the season.
Yeah, he was out for 5 weeks.
Out for 5 weeks.
Or a bit of toot.
Now, does that mean that you're not worth 900 grand because you got a little bit of fucking coke in the nose? No, it doesn't. But it does potentially...
You could be worth more depending on how much you got up there.
Well, what can he fit?
You know
how many bricks can we fit in there?
Yeah. What a K up your nostril, then that's a kilo. Then, you're worth a shitload on the street.
Yeah.
Street value's gone through the roof. I don't know what it is off the top of the dome, but it's got to be in the millions, doesn't it?
Yeah, listen, you might
Maybe
be
not.
right. No, you might be right. No, you might be right. But so Joey thinks he's worth 900 grand. Nico's already worth $1 million. Maybe Joey is just playing 4D chess here and he's just trying to up his price so the Newcastle, who have no halves of no disrespect to you, can come in and pay someone. Pay a Trindle. Get Trindle up there. Because Trindle seems like he's more of a 7 than a 6.
Yeah, I was going to say he's contracted till the end of 2025, which means he's free to negotiate from November 1 this year.
Ooh.
So this is Joey being like, you're worth way more than you think, mate.
Dude, Trindle would be like, yes, Joey, like a couple of months, or not even a month before you're fucking off contract, and he's like, he's worth 900. Great. Love that.
To get him out of the Sharks.
Well, whether it's to get him out of the Sharks or not, just to have fucking word on the street be that I am now worth 900 grand.
Just generally speaking.
Just set the market on me.
Yep.
Just set it.
Just generally speaking would be a nice
900 grand is just a fuckload of money to be paid. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Oh, it's a
900 grand is just a shitload of money.
It's a lot of dough.
You sort of hear these numbers wash over you in rugby league, and because it's also sport, and so like comparatively to say like the NFL or something, it's different. But like just on the face of it, if you've got a mate who's earning 900 grand a year, you're like, holy fuck, what?
A lot of money.
You're earning what now?
And to get paid that sort of money just to throw a Steeden around,
And that's
up
not
to the back of one great game.
Well, but listen, a good season.
No.
Also, also in the new salary cap era.
Oh yeah, don't Denon you to death, mate.
No, exactly.
No offense to Denon.
No.
But he does say a lot. That's a fact.
No, that is a fact.
But you're right. Having the goat of goats suck you from behind, telling everyone that you're worth 900 would be a very nice feeling.
Yeah.
Trindle's woken up today, Monday the whatever, happy as Larry.
Yeah.
Because he's into the prelim, he's got the Panthers,
and he's been sucked by a goat.
He's been sucked by a goat. That'd be lovely. That'd be very nice.
That'd be fantastic. But what is he? 2 tries. One of them was a penalty try, which I
don't think was a penalty try. Because I thought the penalty tries, and this is my understanding of the Tom, I thought the penalty tries needed to be 100%, not a shadow of a doubt that they get to it.
Yes, sort of. Yes, you are correct. I think that one was pretty much, like as in, I think there was a 100% chance he was getting the ball before Dearden.
You reckon?
Yeah, I think so. I'm like, he's quick. Dearden's or not slow, but like Trindle's through the line. Like he got fucking fully tackled after that. It was bullshit.
See, when I saw it, I was of the opinion, and this is live.
Yeah.
And with subsequent replays, that I don't think it's 100%. No.
I would have been either way. I was like, if you're the Cowboys or if you're the Sharks, though, I was partially thinking like, almost be better to get Cotter sent off or sent to the bin. Like that's almost better than 6 points somehow. Like if you're the Cowboys, like okay.
See, that was the other thing. If you get a penalty try, you stay on the field.
Yeah, and if it's just
so you never get sent off.
I don't think so.
Yeah, correct.
Because then
That's right.
And then otherwise you can go, oh well, okay, it wasn't a penalty try, it was a professional foul, so then you're off.
Yeah, so I think, and also agree for what it's worth. I agree with Tom. I think he was 100% getting there, but it went up as a try as well. So it's just, I think in my opinion, in that situation, the easy decision is just to go with what the ref said.
Yeah.
Don't send anyone off and just play on.
Yeah. And as it turned out, they ended up scoring like 2 seconds after again, didn't they? So 13th minute and then 15th minute. So it was like Cowboys were just fucking rolling over at that stage. They then came back though. They came back second half, and I was daring to dream.
I was daring to dream.
Narrative
wise,
yes.
As in capitulation wise, just about. I think I was saying the other night when I was having beers with the boys, if they lost that game, if they came back and won the Cowboys, you'd almost need to just clear out the whole Sharks starting side, just because the PTSD would just be through the roof. You just got to you just go, you blokes who got shell shock, right? It's like you've been on the Somme, you've come back, you're completely fucked.
Yeah.
We can't have you around the club.
We're going to trade every single one of you for other players.
You'd have to get a fresh 30. You'd have to get a fresh 30 because there'd just be the place would have stunk to high heaven of finals losses.
It's like when you get mold. It's like when you get mold in the house, and sometimes it's better off just bulldozing the whole joint. You won't be able to get the mold out of there.
Oh, it's taken hold.
Yeah, they've got a hold of the they've got a hold of the mold at the Sharks.
Well, they've stopped the mold.
Yeah,
they've stopped the rot.
Yeah.
Robson made like a line break where there was probably like 7 minutes to go. and he was running through, and it looked like he just had to make the pass, and if they got that in, they would have been like 4 points off. But like the ball just went to ground and they fucked it. But like that seemed like the biggest turning point. Like if he scored there, it looked like it was on with like 7 to go because they were capitulating.
Because it was 24-0 at half time.
Yeah, it was fucking. They were getting flogged.
It's not a great way to go into a prelim.
No, they're gonna get fucking smoked.
Yeah.
Panthers, smoked, dude. Nico came out
like a willy.
Did you see Scott Drinkwater as well getting into it with Cotter?
No.
Drinky fucked up, and Cotter comes over to say something to him. You can just see him go fuck off and push him away, which I thought that was a huge sign of how they were capitulating.
Twinkwater getting fucking angry, really?
Twinkie.
At the fucking teammate? You never like to see that.
No, you don't.
You don't like to see teammates losing their cool against other teammates.
Not in a semi.
Well, definitely not in a semi, but generally speaking either. Don't mind it at training. Keep it at training. Don't air your dirty laundry on the field with the bright lights.
Well, the Men's Women's Weekly will make an issue of it in the paper, but...
They haven't yet, from my perusing today, but maybe that's in the Courier Mail up there.
Maybe because you're out. Fuck it, whatever.
Who cares? But
yeah, so Sharks have got the Panthers this weekend. They'll get humped. And the Roosters have got Melbourne, likely to get humped.
Roosters one is still a bit up in the air. I would expect it. You expect the Storm to get the job done. But Teddy was fucking ripping in that game. Like, they didn't play bad. Sandon Smith's try annoyed me greatly, but it's like, okay, this young kid's fucking can play.
I'd be pretty surprised if they get the win. But
shit, yeah. No, I'd be surprised too. But, like, it's still... Like, if you're the Storm, you're going, okay, fuck, we got a game. I feel like if you're the Panthers, you go like, okay, we are playing a grand final again.
Oh, yeah. No, I think Panthers will be in their 5th.
You know what I mean? Panthers are like, okay, well, we're in the grand final. We know that. It's just about now, let's just get through this game.
I don't think there's... What about the Sharks would scare them? What element?
Honestly, maybe like one of them hip drops us and we get an injury.
Like Leota and Fisher Harris are going to tear their pack apart, limb from limb.
Yeah, and then just with Cleary on the end of it.
Isaiah Yeo having a fucking season.
Yeah.
A season.
Well, they all are. They're all just great.
PCM King, best winger of the game, Brian Toll, just dominating. I just can't see...
It's honestly injury. Like, let's just not get injured. Let's just get through this game.
Yep.
Let's not even try anything too creative. Let's just get to the end of our sets and just kick to corners and we'll just squeeze them out, score tries, rest them. Like, let's get a fucking big score just playing conventional rugby league football, rack them up, get them to 20, 30-0, and then we'll just fucking start resting boys. Get them off the field.
Yeah, Cleary could be off at half time.
He might be off after 15 minutes.
It could be 50-0 after 15 minutes to be off. The win for the Panthers is as guaranteed as Manly beating the Warriors in 2011.
Yes. Well, that was it, right? When the Warriors beat the Storm to qualify, we knew we'd won a grand final.
It was so obvious, and the players have said as much. They knew.
George Rose said it. Speaking of the Panthers, Buzz Rothfield.
What are they paying? Can you get the
$230 to win the comp?
Who?
Panthers.
No. I'm talking about what are they paying against the Sharks?
That was $1.25 for Panthers and $1.30 for Storm.
$1.25.
The
Roosters have only won one match from 20 against Penrith and Melbourne since 2020.
Yeah. They don't have... But see, that, the more I keep hearing that, the more I'm like, well, they're due then, aren't they? Like, listen, I think the Storm do it, but it's like, that cannot be true for the rest of time. So every time they lose, they're closer to a win, if that makes sense.
Sure. Do you think the same of a Bledisloe Cup?
No.
Yeah, so it doesn't always.
Not always.
No.
But that's not the same because we can get to that as well. We'll hold your phone. Australian rugby is back officially. But, yes, Buzz Rothfield reporting that rumours he's hearing that Nathan might be taking a year off of rugby league to go and play in the Super League to be closer to his baby girl, Mary Fowler.
This rumour won't go away. This rumour will not go away.
I think we found that one as well. I think we unearthed that one. Buzz trying to get in on our fucking turf with, like, Nathan and Mary rumours. It's like, listen, dude, that's our story.
Could you imagine if Nathan Cleary left in the prime of his life to go and play in the Super League?
For love?
For love?
I would actually...
That's Michael Jordan rides the bus sort of shit.
Dude, I'd actually froth it.
But just in our little...
I'd froth it.
Context?
Yes. I'd actually think it'd be sick in the sense that, not sick, but it'd be
As
like
in
a
the
good,
whole
the whole
circus?
thing.
The whole circus around
I'd
it?
be watching Super League. We'd all be watching. He'd fucking dominate. Like, he'd just absolutely rip their assholes apart over there whilst being deeply in love with his baby girl.
It would be great to see one of our best in their prime go
over and just absolutely fucking dominate.
and do it all for love.
All for love.
See, he'd play in Manchester then. What's the club around Manchester?
Don't know.
Don't know the Super League that well.
Mate, I
Shock
reckon
horror.
he'd be able
But Manchester's in the north where they play league.
He'd probably go and fucking, he'd go to a decent club. You wouldn't go to some shithole. You'd go to one that you just want to go in and win.
Well, but if you wanted to be near your baby girl.
Yeah, but I think that's where the good clubs are.
Yeah, they're up north.
Super legally.
They're up north, yeah.
Or you go for that crumpet and you go and bring Catalans. And you just
but what's the point of that? If you're going to move for love, you don't go down
It's
to
still pretty
Crumpet
close.
Land. It's not that close.
It's close enough. It's closer than here.
It's not getting in the car close.
No.
It's not nipping around the corner close.
Or maybe it's PJ territory.
It's like me going, oh, hell, you move over to Auckland. You know, you're close. You're close.
Listen, if you've moved from fucking England, but I hear you.
Yes.
I'm just trying to step it out.
Step it out? Like the old man stepping out a rental.
Correct. Have we got any closer to some of the northern clubs, Todd Blood? You struggling to
I had
find?
a look as well.
There we go.
It says 10 of the 12 Super League teams are from North England, so I'm just trying to narrow it down.
All right, there you go.
Give me a sec here.
Toddler wigging now.
No, I've got a map. I've got a map up here.
Toddler wigging. He can't find a single thing. Cody's like, already got the
I've got a
fucking
map
birth dates of every fucking player in the side. All right, well, this is good to have real fucking real
The
time.
Salford Reds are the closest.
Right, but he's not playing for Salford.
Are they any good, Salford? They might be.
I don't think they're
How do you know?
because I pay some attention. I'm pretty sure
Who's
they
good?
St Helens, Leeds Rhinos, Warrington.
Salford Reds are fourth.
Oh, there you go.
Also where Cade Cuss is, I'm pretty sure.
Cade Custard.
So if they're fourth,
Salford?
but if they're fourth, Cleary would take them to the victory.
Yeah, but do you want to go to, like, don't you just go to big dick swingers?
Why would you just go to Salford? It's right next door and you'd win the comp with them.
How close is, like, not next door? Do you know what I mean? I'm just trying to work out, like, England's a small place generally. Like, if you're all in the north, like, the difference between fucking, it's like in Sydney, like, are you playing for the Roosters or are you playing for fucking the Bulldogs or are you playing for Manly or are you playing, like, it's all relatively fucking doable, right?
Well,
So, like, I'm not going to go play for the West Tigers when Penrith's offering me a contract. I'm not going to go and fucking...
but they're all clubs in the same city. I don't know how big it is up there. I don't know.
That's what I'm trying to work
There's
out.
5 clubs that are in the west of Manchester, and they're all pretty close together, similar to like how I imagine Sydney would be. Again, I'm just eyeballing this on a map. And then there's 3 more in a little pocket up at Leeds, and then you go across, and there's 2 more in Hull.
What are the Manchester teams?
The Manchester teams are Salford, Warrington, St Helens,
There you go.
Lee Leopards, and Wigan.
Dude, you can go to Wigan, you can go to St Helens, you go to Warrington. Sam Burgess coaching at Warrington.
Okay, that makes sense. So now we're thinking it happens.
Well, I don't know if I think it happens, but like if you're Naif, and I'm not, and neither are you, but if you were, you've just won 4 straight grand finals.
Yeah, but you can win 5. That's the problem.
No, I know, I get it.
He's probably more likely to go if he loses. Because you got to keep the streak up.
Yeah.
His manager and the Panthers boss have already come out to shut down the claims.
Well, of course they have.
Yeah.
The same way
I mean,
people
that's
were shutting us down when we found out love was blossoming.
100%. It's like the CEO going that he's not under stress. He's not under pressure.
Coaches,
he's contracted. We're not going to get rid of him. What
It's
happens
like
4 days later?
Phil Gould.
Sacked.
Trent Barrett will be the coach of this club long after I'm gone.
Long after I'm gone.
Or he'll be sacked in a couple of months.
Or a couple of days.
Yeah. I would like it for the yarn, for the Yahoo, because it would be a yarn.
So would I. But if Panthers win 4 in a row, which is likely,
I hope they do now.
then you're starting to look at 5.
I'm full Panther pride now.
Then you're looking at 5. 5 could become 6. You know, then you're starting to do what the Dragons did in the 60s, which no one thought could be possible.
Here we go. Here's an old quote from Nath. I'm not against it. A move to the Super League. I have a pretty open mind to that kind of stuff. I think just being able to experience different cultures and different experiences is something I enjoy doing. I'm not closed off to the idea. This was an interview earlier in the year. I remember we read this.
And we were like, bullshit.
Well, I don't know if we were. I think you and I believe in love.
Maybe we did support it. I have no idea what we talk about. I remember nothing.
No.
We've always been, I think it's important to remember you and I have always been pro-love.
Listen, we've always believed. It was never just an ice cream, dude. We've always known that. Could we get that on a T-shirt?
It was never just an ice cream. Of course we could.
Like, I just think you could do a limited run if it was never just an ice cream for the finals.
Black and white.
Yeah, black and white. If you're a fucking...
Have we got blacks left? Some.
If you're a Panthers fan, or if you just want to believe in love...
It was never just an ice cream.
It's never just an ice cream. Maybe I'll just get one made myself.
Would we see Nathan potentially do similar to what Joey did? Remember when Joey went over to the UK?
Yeah, but he only ended up playing like 5 games or
Yeah,
something?
he played 3 games. So I think he went at the tail end and signed basically to just... So I played the final 2 games of the season and then any finals matches. So he almost just went over there hunting a prem. Like
That's hilarious. He also, didn't he have a broken neck? Like, wasn't he neck-based issues back then?
That's why he retired.
But did he retire from the NRL then go to Super League?
No. He
No,
went
he
like
signed
He
his
went in
career.
05.
He signed a new deal until 2008 and then he was allowed to go over because
But when did he retire?
he retired, I think it was...
2006?
Looks like he played his last game in 2007.
2007. He only made 2 appearances for the Knights in 07.
Fucked his neck. Sonny Bill? It's like Sonny Bill did it to him. Anyway, I believe in love. I believe in Nathan. I believe in Mary.
When's he contracted to, Cleary?
End of 2027.
How old will he be in 2028?
That's a long time to wait when you've got a long dizzy on.
He's
It's about the
26 now.
immediate. When you're young, think about young love, dude.
So what, they're going to just let him go?
They might.
You probably can if you're Nathan.
If you're
given what
Nathan,
he's
you
done.
go, I'll come back.
He'll be 30.
Give me a year, I'll come back.
But what if it's not a year, Nath? What if it's not a year?
Well, I'll say I have to do it in a year. I'll be contractually obliged.
He's contracted to the end of 2028.
The thing is, yeah, but I'm saying like he could then go. So you can find ways. Plus, his dad's.
He's
the coach.
also, and I mean, if they win 4 comps in a row, he can ask for whatever.
Mate,
he
he's
wants.
like, what more do you fucking want from me here, other than maybe if you to dominate an Origin series? But like,
yeah, but that's not a Panthers issue. They
no,
don't give
it's
a shit
not.
about that.
No, it's not.
That's a state issue.
And he could probably come back and play those games.
Well, he could because that's when she has the break, Mary. So she could come back to Australia.
But just think about young love, dude. Sometimes when you're young and in love, like it's not logical. You're not thinking about things. You're thinking, "Fuck, dude, this is gonna be forever."
Are you telling me this is illogical?
No, I'm saying that sometimes. Well, I'm not saying it's illogical, but sometimes young love, it knows no logic. It's no right or wrong, rhyme or
it
reason.
also knows no bounds.
Exactly. So you're just like, all I want to do is we just want to be together. So fuck it, I'm going to leave the Panthers to go play for fucking Warrington or whatever.
Yeah.
And just dominate. I'm basically going to go play under 6s for a year.
That's it. He's sick of phone sex. He wants the real stuff. He wants to go over to Warrington, go to Wigan, go to St Helens, win comps, win the championships.
Well,
things
in the
over
under
there.
6s.
Under 6s, win a Man of Steel. Like, he'll come back and go, that was the easiest comp on the planet.
Yeah.
I absolutely ripped him apart. I could have done it with just by myself, 1 verse 17.
And like also wasn't being followed everywhere I went. Like I could actually have I could go and just be Nathan for a little while.
Just
be
for a little while.
Nathan and Mary. Because I bet she's not getting recognised every 2 seconds over there either.
Yeah, exactly right. Just a boy and just a girl.
Just being able to walk down the street and have ice cream for real. And not have it be a
Imagine
news
being able
story.
to go to Messina whenever you wanted,
Yeah.
and not getting the hassle, not getting the photos, not getting the selfie, not getting the paps.
Exactly.
Just eating ice cream on ice cream's terms.
Yes. You want to have a try of mine? Oh,
Because I want to have a try of yours.
I have Ferrero Rocher. Oh, what have you got?
Why
Some
don't you get
fruity
2
number.
scoops and I'll get 2 scoops
Yeah.
of individual flavor? Now we've got 4 scoops.
Now we've got 4 scoops and we can share them. And no one is going to take photos of us.
No one. And we're going to finish them.
You know who's going to take photos of us, Eddie? We're going to take photos of
With each
ourselves.
other. Or maybe we'll ask someone to take photos of us because no one knows who
No
we
one
are.
knows who the fuck we are. oh, there's a really genetically blessed, fit young couple there eating ice cream. Yeah, I'll take a photo of you.
Yeah. Who have the potential to create probably an heir to Australian sport.
Well, that's also like, are we investing in the future here by allowing Nathan to go? Just in the future of Australian sport?
If we get a kid out of it, if we get an heir.
Well, fuck, we need an heir. That's almost got to be
We need an heir to Australian sport.
Yeah. Punters and dribblers, taking this moment to shout out our good friends at Ned's.
That's all we're doing.
That's all we're doing.
It's just a quick moment of your time to just remind you that the best bookie in Australia is Ned's.
Can I suck myself off for a second while
No.
obviously doing it with Ned's?
No thanks.
Daddy hit 2 trifectas last week. Sorry.
Yeah, you sent them to me.
I know.
That's how proud you were.
Well, if you followed my Ned's profiles, then you would have been able to follow along as well. And a couple of you did. Not many, though. A lot of you missed out.
Starting to hit trifectas this time of year, that's what you want to be doing.
Yeah, it is.
So maybe follow Tom along on his next one. The only way you can do that is if you follow him on his profile, if you've got an ads account. Also, jump into the About Even group. Password is dribbler or dribblers, Dior. And you'll be able to follow all our bets. Because Toller's banging too at the moment. I hate to say it, it pains me to say it, but the kid's on fire.
Yeah.
Tommy's hitting trifectas. Sebo puts bets on the Greyhounds every Friday night. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Ned's.
You know what I'm saying?
Chances are you're about to lose. For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website. In terms of the rugby league, I don't know if there's anything else that's immediately obvious. We've missed anything. I think that's pretty much it. Sweet. Hold your peace if you have something you want to say. But obviously we Manly didn't make the grand final, but the Bloods did. And that's
all that matters.
That's all. Well,
that's not true.
It's not all that matters, but it's good to at least have a team in the grand final.
A team that you're deeply passionate about.
Who you've been following since day one.
Yep.
And
we were fans when they were fucking South Melbourne.
Exactly. That's how long we've been doing it. And to have a really good friend also playing the grand final in Dane Rampy, just happy for him to get back for his 250th game on the weekend.
Yeah. Dear friend of the show, Dane Rampy.
Lives right
I
near
also
me.
feel like you and I would be great friends with Isaac Heaney. I just get that feeling.
We'd be really good friends.
I've never met him, but I think that we all can agree that Tom and I would be best mates with Isaac if we knew him.
Full forward, I believe, is the position that this man plays. Joel Marty. He's a follower as well. Friend of the show, Joel Marty. Never met him in person. But he kicked a couple of goals. He's playing well.
What's a bag? 5?
5.
5. Okay. She didn't kick a bag.
No. And then what's 10 a key?
I've got to be honest with you. We were flicking between the Sharks and the AFL on the weekend. And I've said this before, and it's probably going to get under people's skin, but I can't ignore the way I feel. Set shots in AFL are probably the most embarrassing thing in any professional sports league in the world. Their ability to miss everything from like 40 out is staggering.
Do you think, though, there's a couple of things here. Eddie, you've been on this train for a while now, haven't you, about the set shots? And I agree with you.
It does my head in.
Well, then I think that this is a perfect time to introduce maybe an AFL set shot off between myself and Eddie. I think that needs to happen.
I'd be dog shit.
But the thing is, you can't speak like that, because if you think that they should be better, then you should have some degree of not being shit either, because if you think it's that easy. These guys are the best in the fucking world.
You
put it this way.
You think if your job is to kick fucking goals, you should miss everything?
Okay, what about then the job?
I find that interesting.
What about the job of a batter in baseball? And they're fucking, if you're a god in that sport, it's like you hit an average of 3 out of every 10 fucking balls.
But there are circumstances you can't control, like the pitch. This is consistent, rhythmic.
Sure, but there are still external factors. So the external factors could be weather. The external factors could be context of the game. The external factor could be a fucking injury.
If it was just the goal that they were missing, sure. But the missing the behinds as well, I find fascinating.
But that doesn't happen most of the time. There are random occasions where that happens.
I find it interesting.
I'm with you, but I think if you're going to have a crack at that, then you have a crack at someone ever missing a free throw in basketball, or ever fucking missing a shot in baseball. It's like, it's your professional. It's your profession. You got to be able to hit it. Obviously, if they spend their life training to do it and still fuck it up, it's not because we've just found this collection of dead shits in one sport who can't seem to do this thing.
That's exactly what I'm saying. It's exactly what
Well,
I'm
we're
saying.
going to have to do something about it. We're going to have to get our fucking... You're going to have to get some blood singlets on and go down to a park and kick some goals.
And show them how to do it.
Show them how to do it.
Well, who was the guy he's on radio in Melbourne?
I mean, that's vague as fuck.
And he used to get loose at the fucking...
Frivola.
I read an article once, he was like, mate, he used to take a huge bag of balls down to the Oval after training and kick goals himself because he goes, they just would not let you kick him at training. They had an obsession with you kick like for 5 minutes, that's it. And he goes, it was never enough. So I'd go down to the Oval, I'd get kids to collect the balls and bring them back to me, and I'd just kick goals over and over and over and over and over and over and over again.
Well, he was a fucking phenomenal kick.
There you go.
Coleman medalist.
There you go. See what I'm saying?
100 goals in a season.
So this is Brendan Favola, who's on my side as well, by the way.
Well, no, he's not on your side. He's saying they don't practice enough. He wasn't saying that he doesn't think that you should be able to hit enough.
But what I'm saying is he's saying they don't practice enough, and that's why they don't fucking hit them.
Okay, well, so when are we going to get... We got to do
That's what I'm saying.
In grand final week, we got to find time this week to go and show them how it's done.
How it's done.
Yeah, we got to find time.
We just need a Sharon.
We need, well, maybe a couple of Sharons. I wouldn't mind.
Do we own a Sharon?
No,
I don't think we do.
We need a couple of Sharons and we need a few blood singlets.
Set shot accuracy by season.
Yeah, it's just over 50% for the past 5 years.
See, 50%. So, like, if you're kicking goals at 50% in rugby league, as a conversion thing, you're sacked.
The NRL average, I was actually just looking at it. I had the same chain of thought.
You're sacked.
It's about 80% for the
You're
top
sacked.
sides.
Yeah. I think that kicking a penalty goal is easier than fucking drop punting a fucking goal.
Yeah, it's not a fair
Clearly.
comparison. Yeah.
Yeah. It's you've got the ball sitting right there in front of you and you can actually use the wind to like help you. There's almost like a lot that can happen from the ball leaving your hand to hitting your foot when you're kicking an AFL ball. Now, obviously,
Like what?
Well, the way you drop it. So the way the ball lands on your foot, what's the angle? Like that's obviously part of it.
I know. It'd be like running up to kick the ball as well, you know what I mean? Getting the angle right.
Running up to kick a ball that's stationary is easier.
What about loose grass, loose turf, wind?
Wind, certainly, but wind can be used.
What if you didn't position the ball right?
So are you trying to tell me that like T-ball is the same fucking difficulty as fucking baseball?
What do you mean? One's getting pitched.
Exactly,
Thrown.
but one is...
So you're not intentionally trying to miss your foot.
Of course you're not, but you're also...
But that would be the equivalent.
There is a
That would be the
difference.
equivalent in your example.
No, it wouldn't.
Yes,
We're talking about one being a stationary object.
But I'm saying if baseball and T-ball are is the same as the example, that would mean that the thrower of the ball leaving the hand is trying to actively miss the foot.
Okay, well, one, you're kicking a stationary ball, and the other one, you are trying to drop the ball onto your foot at the correct angle so that you can hit it straight, whilst also bringing your leg through straight so you can kick it, landing it on the specific part of your
You sound
boot.
like an AFL sympathiser. That's what you sound
I
like.
am. Well, listen, my grandfather did play for Collingwood. Well, actually, no, he tried. He got asked to come
Did he
to Australia.
try out?
No, well, there was something about the war. I don't know if it was that he came.
I thought he got asked to come down for possibles, probably.
No, he got offered a contract from St Kilda and Collingwood, and then I think went to the war.
Okay.
Anyway,
So he didn't play.
but I've obviously got it in me. What I am doing, Eddie.
You're a sympathiser.
Oh, well, I'm a fucking Bloods man, dude, and it's Bloods week. So yeah, sue me, dude. I got a team in the grand final. It's Bloods week, and I'd like you to show a little bit of respect, but also show them how it's done this week, because that's what's going to have to happen.
Bit of both.
You'd have to show them how it's done. Talk a
Kick
big
goals.
game, oh mate. Talk a big game. Get your fucking set shot percentage, mate. See what it is.
Yeah, that's exactly how it works.
That's it,
Yeah.
mate. You prove them wrong.
Yeah, you got to prove them wrong.
Prove them wrong,
That's exactly
or
it.
prove yourself right.
Exactly. But also, I'd never said that either.
Or now you don't want to do it.
No, I'm saying I never
Walking
said,
away from a challenge now.
No, I'll do it. I'll do the
doesn't
challenge.
sound
But
like
I'm saying I didn't
the
say that.
concern is that you're walking away from
I'm
a
saying I
challenge.
find it interesting that professional athletes, all they do is fucking kick goals, don't kick it a high percentage. That's what I'm saying.
No, I agree with you. And that's why you're going to
literally
No, that's cool. You show them how it's done. Let's go.
Yeah, so but the logic on that is backwards.
Oh, no, he's fucking...
I'm doing it.
Are you sure you're going to do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But the
Well,
logic,
no, it was good. We just want to swim. So he's doing it.
that's what you're saying is akin to if you didn't play rugby league, you can't comment on it. That's what.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying show him how it's done.
Fucking oath.
I'm saying you should be able to comment on it.
I won't be able to kick it for 50 out though.
You don't reckon?
No.
No. Well, but you can get a roll on. It doesn't have to be on the full.
Maybe 15
It doesn't have to be on the full. Maybe a drop, maybe a torp.
Torp. Couldn't torp 150.
I think you could if you hit it well. You got to hit it sweet.
You'd have to fucking sweeten the fuck out of it. Yeah, you probably could. If you sweetened it.
If you hit it sweet, you could. But that's obviously a
But also that might be us romanticising 50 metres.
Well, we can't hit it sweet. That's mainly the point. You have to hit it sweet. Can we hit it sweet?
How many do you reckon you can hit sweet? 1 in 30?
Torps?
Sweet.
Torps?
No, you can torp one. You can always torp, but hit a sweet torp because they're not the same.
1 in 30, probably. Maybe
that
2
pure
in 30.
torp?
Yeah. I could probably do 2 in 30. I'd be disappointed if in 30 kicks I couldn't hit one sweet or hit 2 sweet.
Yeah. 1 in 15.
Probably. And then you set the bar low, and then you try to impress yourself.
Do you reckon Longmire's Wigan?
Because you can't miss a third. He's already won one though.
No, he's lost 3.
He's ever won one though.
He's won 1.
He's won 1.
And then lost 3.
I thought he lost 2.
Didn't they lose They lost to the Hawks. They lost to
Geelong.
Geelong last 2 years ago, and then they lost to the Dogs, where the Dogs were like fucking rank outside.
Oh yeah.
They got pounded by the Hawks, pounded by
Geelong.
Then rank outsiders did them. The last 3 finals have been tough.
Yeah. Are we favourites? And I will keep saying we.
Swans $1.75, Brisbane 2.10.
Fuck. Okay. So we should be winning this thing.
I think we should have won a few of them.
Yes. But that's the thing. Like, God, I just want the boys to get it done. Because, I mean, obviously, you know, I'm being facetious, but, like, when they do well, I care. And when they don't, I don't. But you know what I mean? Like...
So you're happy when they win?
Yeah, but, like, I'll be up and about for the game.
I love the AFL Grand Final.
Yeah.
It's like the only game I watch every year, and I froth it. I really enjoy it.
Yeah.
But I haven't enjoyed quite a few of them recently because the ones that aren't close and they're just blowouts.
Yeah, there's been the Swans, and when I'm really excited,
That's
the
what I'm
Swans are
saying.
playing. They
That's
get
what I'm
butt
saying.
fucked. But then GWS were in it. They got fucking absolutely murdered. Last year's was close. Geelong and Collingwood.
But we weren't in it.
Sorry, not Geelong and Collingwood. Was it? It was Collingwood, Brisbane. I heard some vicious rumours, and I won't go too far into them, but apparently, like, and this is me obviously trying to stoke the flames of division during a finals week, a grand final week. Apparently, the Brisbane Lions team just a bunch of dicks.
Yes, have heard that.
Now, obviously, if any Brisbane Lions players are listening to this, happy to hear your side of the story.
No,
Apparently, you're just a bunch of dicks.
That's what we're hearing.
Yeah.
It's not our opinion. I don't know anything.
No, I don't. That's not my opinion.
They had that big Vegas scandal.
We're not going to get into it.
We're not getting into that.
Tobler, we're not getting into
Just
it.
noting.
Tobler.
There was a big Vegas
There was
scandal.
That's all.
We're not getting into it.
No, we're not.
But there definitely was one that I'm not going to get into.
Swans are those stand-up guys.
That's what we're hearing. Beyond fault.
Just a great bunch of boys. Can we get the team list up? I just want to just quickly check them again. Goulden, Grundy, Marty.
Grundy's a great name.
Grundy's an AFL name if ever there was one. Fucking Goulden.
Grundy.
Ramps.
Rampy.
I know, but Ramps, he's a mate.
24, is he? We're at 24? Is he 40?
Huh?
It's 24, Rampy.
Number? I thought you were saying 24 years old. I'm like, he's not
Is he 24?
Yeah. Here we go. Chad Warner, of course. Hayden McLean, Taylor Adams, Brody Grundy, Isaac Heaney, Aaron Francis.
Rowbottom.
Oh, Rowbottom's an AFL name.
That's a fucking ripper.
Will Hayward, Harry Cunningham, Logan McDonald. Paps, our mate Tommy Paps.
Tommy Papley, big fan.
Sheldrick. Ollie Florent. Tell me that guy doesn't play AFL, please. Callum Mills. Now, Callum Mills is the captain, I believe, and he's injury clouded, hamstring stuff.
Jacob Constanti.
Okay. Laddams. Sam Reed doing the damn thing.
Some attractive men there.
There's a Braden there. Errol Goulden, Nick Blakey. There's Dane Rampy, 24.
Was Dane there when they won?
No, he's lost 2 or 3. I think 2.
Okay, well that needs to be rectified.
McCartan, that's AFL.
Did we confirm Longmire was there when they won that one back in
I'm
When
pretty
was that?
I'm pretty sure he did.
2012?
2016? I'm going to say 2016.
Joel Amati was
last
dominant
week.
as well.
2012?
Last week.
Joel Amati what?
He dominated in the front.
Yeah. Joel Amati. I was calling him Marty, sorry. And they played Groove Armada every time he scored goals. Remember when they called him Groove Armati?
That was fun.
That was fun.
Great
Keep
day.
scrolling. We should get fucking Scully really on to like give us a grand final breakdown of how we're going to win it. Maybe do that on Wednesday.
Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday. You get me. Sweet. Go the Swans. Sorry, just for those of you that couldn't hear Felix off camera, he's just got a couple of AFL names from the Brisbane Lions that could be concerning. Devon Roberts, was it?
Yeah, so you've got Devon Robertson. So that one was worrying me slightly. And this is increasing order. So then you had one of their forwards called Charles Cameron. And I just thought the double first names.
Charlie Cameron, yep.
And he's quite good.
He is very good.
Yep.
He is very fucking good.
Then you had Jasper Fletcher.
Jasper.
But that's spelt Jaspa.
Oh,
What? And
Jasper.
I've never seen Jasper spelt that way.
No.
Yeah, had me worried.
And listen, optics alone, serious white boy, maybe even a ginger Jasper there, I can't tell.
Oh, does he look a little bit daywalkery?
There's ginger there.
Yeah, no, there it is.
Jasper. Wow. That is concerning.
Yeah. And I don't want to get more concerning, but the next guy's name was Hugh McLuggage.
Oh, McCluggage.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Fucked up name. And
Mick Luggage.
yeah.
Well, I guess it's McCluggage, but I definitely was reading it McLuggage every single time.
Yeah.
Which worried me.
McCluggage, dude.
And like one when you hear it, you're like, that's an AFL name of some potency.
And what's
Yeah.
further
yeah.
concerning is that he's definitely travelling for this game, so he'd have his bags packed, his
Oh shit.
luggage
Yeah, that's not a
covered.
bad point.
And then
Where would a name like McCluggage come from?
Scottish Mick, Irish Mick, I don't know. That sort of world though.
The luggage part's throwing me.
Well, the
Obviously,
luggage-
it's not part of the name, but it is.
Cluggage. Scottish?
Yeah,
What's cluggage? Does that have any
Luggage.
you know what I mean? Like is there any like
Oh, I like the cluggage.
you know what I mean? Maybe it's how luggage was said before.
He's got a good bit of cluggage on him.
All right, let's keep going. What are the other names?
and then the last one. This was kind of what inspired me to start writing down the names from the other ones because I was just so taken aback by this name. It's their number 15 kind of defender. His name is Dane Zorko.
Yep. Another good player, I believe.
Yeah, Dayne.
Dayne is that's a great start to a name called like Dane Zorko. If it was Dane, I'd be like, well, that's less exciting to me, but you throw a Y in there, there's a bit of rugby league. I wonder if rugby league's starting to infiltrate the AFL more than you realise. Look, there's a Jackson with an X as well.
I think I saw a name Shadow. Can you go down, Toddler?
Shadow.
If you saw a name Shadow,
Keep going. There.
holy
Shadow
shit.
Brain.
Shadow Brain. Shadow Brain?
Shadow Brain?
Holy shit.
Shadow Brain. What the fuck?
Gotta say, Felix, you missed Shadow Brain, dude. Jesus Christ.
Well, were they playing?
Listen, I don't know if Shadow
Might
Brain's
be in the
playing.
extended squad.
Yeah, he's number 34, so I don't know if that means anything. Scroll down, because there's another guy. There's Shadow Brain, but then Dara Joyce.
Dara.
These look
Noah?
like extended squad guys.
Kalen. Dude,
Shadow
Shadow Brain is out of control. Shadow or Shadow?
Well, listen, I said Shadow, but I'm sort of like saying Shadow because I'm thinking about how, like, potentially a bogan would say it.
Shadow.
Shadow. It's Shadow. Straight up Shadow. Shadow Brain, dude. If your last name's Brain, don't you give like maybe a little bit more of like a...
He doesn't look like a Shadow Brain.
He doesn't look like a Shadow Brain. He looks like a Steve Smith. Let's get into some rugby union, I think, Ed, before we sort of, wind down, as it were. Now, Wallabies took on the All Blacks. We've obviously lost another Bledisloe, which is great.
Yeah, it's great.
That's really nice. I don't even think New Zealand give a fuck about winning it anymore. It's becoming like a meaningless trophy, which is very sad.
So, were we only playing 2 games this year?
Well, yeah, they've already. I saw Surveyor already holding the trophy on Instagram.
So it's done.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, great.
Now listen, I'll say this: after having the kick-ons and kick-offs boys, Gitz and Swoop and Drew on the show.
Yep.
Great man. Could not have enjoyed that more, and it made me want to believe in Australian rugby again more because I like those guys and their show's good.
We've been around some believers lately.
Yep.
Swoop, Drew, Gitz,
Carts.
World Cup hero Sam Carter. When you're getting around believers,
You want to believe.
the Easties, they got to win.
Yeah. And it was a great game.
So there's just a little bit of a feeling around the game in the country at the moment.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's some results recently haven't gone our way, i.e. getting absolutely towed up by Argentina. But they beat the world champs on the weekend, so they're obviously pretty fucking
They're
good.
a good side. They're a good side.
They're a good young side.
But in this game, and I was with a friend of the show, Luke Bracey, and we weren't able to watch the initial bit. So I was getting my read on how the game was going through a chat group of rugby supporters.
Yes.
And it was dire reading. It was very negative. So this wasn't me making my own sort of deductions on the game from watching it. This was rugby people, pro rugby, head out to a core. 68,000 they got out of the core. That's impressive.
That's a good number.
That's a fucking huge number.
I'm impressed with that.
That's a huge number.
Are they out there?
Some maybe, but most not.
Lift yourself
Yeah,
up.
lift, get up. But 68,000 to core is actually fucking huge.
That's a lot.
That's huge. Now, a lot of the comments, as you can see, that the All Blacks scored 3 tries in 14 minutes to start the game. In fact, a try in the first minute. Not a great
Them not
start.
scoring a try after 24 minutes is pretty... How long do they have men in the bin for?
Well, this is the thing. Let's just hold on a second because they were basically, it was pretty similar time that they were off. But the chat was like, our defense is fucked. What's going on? That's not great. Then when
1-8-14.
when we were at the pub and we were in the second half and where we were sitting was not in view of a TV.
Well, it wasn't a great seat, but it was all they had.
It was all they had. And we just heard the people going off, going psych. Holy fuck, like the Wallabies are coming back. Look at the score. And we kept popping our head around and being like, oh shit, yeah, boys are coming back. To only then realise that at the time of the resurgence, New Zealand had literally 2 men not on the field.
Yes.
Yellow carded.
Yes. But...
Is that what we need to win moving forward?
15 verse 13.
Yeah.
Probably.
You know?
Well, we still didn't win.
Because again,
still didn't win.
That same chat group that was deriding the Wallabies at the start was then like, fuck, not bad. And I'm paraphrasing them. But it was like, well, we only really fucking came back when they had players off the field. Like, it's a start. I'm like, but a start from when does the start stop being the start? Like, what have we what's the start?
Well, we've been in start mode for a while. Have we not?
I feel like we have.
Listen,
I don't want to shit on the wall. Like,
I'm not.
fucking love rugby.
The game
union.
was close,
and
which
that
is
was
exciting.
good. And the
That's
finish
exciting.
and the game was exciting.
The
It
game
was
was
actually exciting.
The
The
game was
crowd,
exciting.
the pub was losing it. But,
And
but
yeah-
is that what we need?
And
for it?
yeah, it was 15-13, 15-13. Take what you can get.
You do take what you can get.
You take what you can fucking get your hands on in this racket. When did they lose the men of the bin?
65th and 72nd minute.
So Wright scored when there was only 1 in the bin.
Yep. Yeah, he did. Tommy Wright, former Manly boy.
So that's-
There was
And
only one.
Paisami as well, just after
Hey?
the first yellow card.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
he scored before. He scored when no one was in the bin.
Oh, right.
So we only scored 1 try and we had 2 in the bin. So you could argue
We only need 1 in the bin.
we only need 1 in the bin,
Yeah.
and that's only to score 1 try.
Yeah.
Actually, it wasn't that bad.
So this is okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
We probably scored it. We probably should have scored more when they had 2 in the bin, to be honest. We didn't score any when they had 2 in the bin. That's probably the problem.
Well, that's a huge problem. That's a massive. Well, no, you're right. We didn't score any.
Didn't score any when they had 2 in the bin.
Geez, it felt like we'd fucking scored 50.
Yeah, it did feel like that. Would be incorrect. But
Another game this weekend?
Yeah, in Wellington.
Watch us win that.
When was the last time we won in New Zealand? Would have been a while.
It's Christchurch we literally can't win in.
We haven't won there since...
The 80s or something?
And Dunedin. We struggle in Dunedin.
Is it 88? Since we won there?
0-1
0-1 in Christchurch.
in Dunedin.
What about in Christchurch? I feel like that was in the 80s. Back with Alan Jones, maybe.
Jonesy. Daniel Ricciardo, do you see him? Do you see that video footage? He looks like he's about to he looks like he might have raced his last Formula One race.
No, I missed it.
In Singapore, was it?
What, overnight?
Yeah. Sorry that we forgot to shout out Oscar Piastri as well, who won in Azerbaijan, where my sister is. She went there.
Did he win or got second?
He won last week. Yeah. We missed it. Sorry, Piastri.
I got.
Did you abandon the other thing, Tobler?
Very used
No, I'm
to
still
for
going.
many years, and yeah, just wanted to savor the moment.
All right. Well, I hope you see you at Austin.
Thank you.
Well, I don't think we are.
No, I think that emotion was he got 18th as well, so it wasn't exactly. So Red Bull are looking to fuck him off for the final 6 races to bring this other guy through, who I believe Lawson or something, but he needs to.
Liam Lawson.
This Lawson kid, I think. Don't take your fucking Formula One news from me, but he needs to race a minimum of 5 races this year for Red Bull, or he can fuck off. But he's quite a highly touted guy, so I think.
So
Daniel, they're just like.
It made it happen quick. Remember, he replaced Webber, and we're like, this kid's going to win the fucking world championship. Yeah. And then it didn't really happen. Then he went to where? Renault.
McLaren? Did he go to McLaren ever? He went to Renault.
Renault, then McLaren.
Then McLaren.
Yeah.
Was he anywhere else weird before he went back to Red Bull?
I think it was Renault, McLaren. Out of the sport, maybe? He was out of the sport for a
little bit. But it's funny, right? Like, sort of not the same as it is.
He got some monster deals, though. Like, he signed some mothers.
Yeah. He's made that Renault one was like 50 mil.
He signed some mothers. Bro.
But the thing is, like, then you're in a race and then you finish and you're like, oh yeah, this might be it, dude. You're fucking, it's not like.
How old is he?
He'd be 35, 36. Again, if you're not fucking moving,
35.
Fuck, it happens so quick. Like, when did he start racing for Red Bull? How old would he have been? The years are just
no, they're flying by. Flying by, dude.
Like, I know Ricciardo's not young, but I'm also like, is he not that? He's sort of young.
He's seen
2014.
10 years
so
ago.
He would have been
so
25.
It's fucking 10 years.
That's the quickest 10 years ever.
Yeah.
When you're putting it in that context. That is insane.
Yeah.
Wow.
No,
because we've come close to. We had Webber. He got second once or twice. Definitely fucking was.
No, he was there. It was around the was that around the Vettel and the Jensen Button years.
He had one sewn up from memory and then fucked it.
Didn't mind not finishing races.
Ricciardo couldn't get it done.
Did he ever get close? How close did Ricciardo get?
Piastri, is he the man?
He needs. Well, he better be the little fucker. He needs to be the
man because we haven't had a world champion for a while. Maybe since Alan Jones, not the same one.
Who's Piastri racing for? Is he McLaren? Yeah. He seems like he has no other concern in life other than to drive cars. Like, he seems a bit sort of like, in a good way, just like. Whereas like Charles Leclerc seems like someone who does a lot of fucking. You reckon? Charles Leclerc's like a billboard model and shit.
Yeah, and he just swans around Monaco looking hot ass.
Yeah.
Ricciardo's had 2 third-place finishes.
Tough for Danny Ricks. What can you do?
I just found the Wallabies in Christchurch. 98 was the last win, but they've only played 4 games since then.
Really?
98?
Yeah.
1998.
In Christchurch?
Yeah.
Interesting.
At Lancaster Park.
Oh, no. I meant... No. I meant... I meant Eden Park.
Eden Park.
Which is in
what we
Auckland.
meant. Yeah, that's us. That's on us.
Hand up. They haven't played much at Christchurch because of the earthquakes. So they didn't have a stadium for
I'm just
ages.
scanning this list. I'll find the Eden Park one.
That's why.
All right.
Not since 1986.
There we go.
So I said 88. It was 86. Close.
There we go.
And I believe that was Alan Jones.
Well done, everyone.
Congratulations to all. And to all.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Now, I think that's probably where we leave everyone. Oh, bro, you know what? It's not. Thank God I checked my notes, but it almost is. But it's not. Mad Monday is still sort of getting its teeth into the fuck. It's still getting into its work. And I think we must have missed this one last week. Josh Papali'i. You seen him get into a bit of trouble?
No.
You find some Josh Papali'i. A man who has got a track record. He seems like a lovely human being, but he has called the cops on himself before. So, he also is up to it. He obviously, he can get a bit loose and then wants to, admonish himself? But publicly investigated by police after an alleged late-night incident in a Canberra League's club following the team end-of-season presentation where he did get Clubman of the Year, I believe. Charges set to be laid against the 32-year-old. Inquiries are ongoing. About 3:10 a.m. on Monday, 16 September, police responded to a request from a licensed premises regarding two men who were behaving aggressively, smashing glasses and refusing to leave. After engagement with police, the men left. However, a short time later, re-entered the premises. A third member of the group escorted the two men out of the premises again, and they departed the location a short time later. Please scroll down, Tobler. Police are also investigating the other man Papali'i was with, but were unable to reveal his identity. Raiders Stillwater this season. Isn't the first run-in with Papali'i and the law, the former Queensland State of Origin prop was handed a one-match ban in 2007 after pleading guilty to drink driving, where I think he called the cops on himself.
I believe so.
He pulled over on the side of the road, called the police, and was like, I'm drunk and in my car. Come get me. There's some dickhead pissed on the side of the road. Coppers, come get him.
Wow. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Listen, it doesn't sound like it was, it's not the end of the world.
Of course not, but that's the sort of thing, at least it's nice.
That's nice.
It actually probably lacks a bit of punch.
A little bit.
And I don't mean physical punch. I just mean like...
No, as in punch.
Punch.
It does lack a little bit of punch. Smashing a couple of schooner glasses, that's all I'm reading.
Yeah.
And they might have just dropped off the table.
Exactly, they might have. It's hard to know.
He's a big boy. He might have got carried away. He might have missed his seat when he's sitting back down after going to the urinal.
The only problem is getting kicked out and coming back in, really. That's the only real
left his
problem I can
wallet.
see. Yeah, that's it.
I left his car.
Sorry,
car
I'm
keys.
off my guts. Well, hopefully he left his car keys.
Well, maybe his house keys. Yeah, whatever. Sorry, sir. I'm off my guts.
Can I just come back in and get my
I'm going to come back in. Or maybe he came back in for another one. Maybe he misread the cops.
Yeah.
Maybe they're like, it's time to leave.
He might have just been so pissed.
He might have gone outside and gone, it's actually not time to leave. They lied to me and went back in.
Or he went outside so drunk, didn't realise, thought he was at a different venue.
Forgot he'd even spoken.
Forgot, you know what I mean? Oh,
He's
let's go in
black
here.
out. He's black out. He doesn't remember anything.
Let's go back. Let's go into this place.
Yeah. Oh, where's this place? I haven't been in.
This is
before.
mad.
Bang.
You were just
back
here.
in. I don't. It's not even worth an article.
No. Let him live. Let the man live.
Let the man live.
He brought
got
up 300
Clubman of the
games,
year,
Clubman of the
300
year.
games. He plays for the Raiders. He lives in
His
Canberra.
wife's banned from NRL for 10 years.
After flogging someone.
After beating the shit out of someone at a local park.
Let the man
Let the
live.
man
He's got a
just
lot on
blow
his
off some
plate.
steam.
They got 9th again. Let the man live.
Yeah.
And by live, I mean let him have schooners.
Let him smash a couple of schooners. The Greeks do it and everyone laughs. The Greeks smash plates
How many
and
plates?
everything.
How many plates have the Greeks gone through?
How many?
Let's get fair dinkum. 1 billion plates.
Yeah, at least.
I'm reading 2,
Maybe 3 schooner
maybe 3
glasses.
schooner glasses. That's what I'm reading.
Yeah. If it's good enough for the Greeks, it's good enough for us. It's good enough for rugby league.
The Greeks and rugby league go hand in hand.
Yeah, they do.
Always have.
Should we wrap it up now, Chili? What do you reckon, mate?
Yeah, he's like, I'm done now, bro.
Come on, bro.
It's time to
Dude,
wrap
when
it
you
up.
look at the head of a dog like this, it reminds me constantly of like an anaconda's head. Like, that's how big a fucking anaconda's head gets. And that's a snake, cunt.
Why are you thinking about that?
Because I feel like they look like the shape of an anaconda's head.
Oh, I don't like anacondas.
No, I hate them. But like, don't you think that like
I don't
you
spend
imagine
time
their head?
thinking about sharks. Snakes at edge.
But don't you watch like ever see a video of a fucking anaconda? And you're like, that's what it is. That's big fucking head jumping at you. Yeah, you're a good boy.
I see puppy heads and I'm like, they've all got similar.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Similar
Vibes.
skull shapes, except for the tiny ones. But you look at Tonka's head. That's probably you probably get an anaconda head that big.
That's pretty edge. That is edge.
Yeah, it is. All right, punters and dribblers. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Could you two just not talk anymore?